Hello everyone, revealed as a god. Yay! Today we are finally finishing Merenice's route today, not including the endings. There is one choice left. Let me look at it real quick. One choice left, ask him a question, and then we'll finally be done with him, and I can go back to recording some more 9 Rip. I just wanted to get Merenice done, and in between routes is a good time to do that. But I am wanting to get back into 9 Rip because there's a brand new common route coming up, and I have no idea what that's going to be about. Maybe she'll actually be dead in this one. I don't think she's been dead in any of them yet. Anyway, back to Cupid Parasite. Chii is kidnapped and going to be sold to an auction by Zeus for who knows why. And they're going to go to a casino to win $2 million to buy him. It looks like they're going to Demore Paradise, and it says, with her divine powers and my ability to see the destinies, we set out for Demore Paradise Casino. But all the while, the image I saw earlier still played in the back of my mind. I know, we didn't get to hear what you thought about that. What exactly was a god? Were they like spirits? I had so many questions. Like, you don't even know what the concept of a god is? But a part of me had always felt she was more than just human. She was the only person whose destiny I couldn't see. Just then, suddenly I felt an overwhelming sense of dread. I couldn't trust my own feelings anymore. Why did I feel this way? Why was I hesitating? Merenice? I paused briefly as she looked back at me surprised. The adorable look belonged to the one I loved. But she was a god. I couldn't see Zeus's destiny either. That meant she wasn't my fateful partner. Why?
You
thought she was until she found out she was a god. It's because she's going to leave.
Chii-chanを助けるために最善を尽くすべきなのですから。
Despite the doubt growing in my heart, we ran together all the way to the casino. Is this really the right decision? I believed it was wrong to misuse my divine powers, but I didn't think it was right to exploit Merenice's fortune-telling abilities either. Even though I was still uncertain, I glanced at Merenice as he ran beside me. Ask him a question. First we're gonna stand still. Merenice realized I had stopped and turned to me, tilting his head.
どうしましたか? 一刻も早くカジノへ行かなければ。共に最善を尽くしましょう。
His intense gaze and words made it hard for me to voice my reservations. Yes, we're doing this for Chii. It's the right choice. I brushed aside my doubts and looked up. Yes, let's go. We continued running towards the casino, but then... Boopy! Oh my goodness, there he is! Okay, let's go back. Alright, ask him a question. Merenice.
どうしましたか?
Have you ever won big at a casino?
いえ、ありません。私一人では運命を変えられませんでしたから。
Why not? You can see the dealer's fortune, right? So you know what number it's going to be?
でも、運命を変えられるあなたがいれば、神がいればきっとできるはずです。
I would play like, maybe not, well, yeah, like poker, not poker, what's it called? Like blackjack, where you go to like 21 or some kind of magical number. I mean, you might not win every time because you might not get dealt really good cards, but you can not go over 21, right? And I don't gamble, so I don't even know if it's called that, but Russian roulette would be kind of hard because even though you call numbers, right? So you can call a number before it lands on it. Obviously, I don't know how to play it.
昨晩もロビンは$100ほどカジノで儲かったようですし、うまくやれば 200万ドル稼げるはずです。
You'll probably get kicked out before then because casinos don't like losing money, so anyone that starts winning big, people will be watching you. Hold on, $100 and $2 million are entirely different scales. Got it right. Merenice, are you certain about this? Aren't you concerned about using your powers like this?
しかし他にちいちゃんを救う方法はありません。私たちはやらなければならないのです。Right?
No, you could just shoot arrows at the auction person and he would just give you guys the winnings, right? Give you guys Chii. Merenice. Seeing his dedication to Chii, warmth blossomed in my heart.
とにかく急ぎましょう。オークションは今晩開催されると言っていました。急いで戻らなければ。
Yes. He picked up the pace, but then suddenly, Poppy. Poppy! What is it? Oh. A mysterious creature appeared before us. He's like, stop!
これはダムールパラディのマスコットでしょうか。
A mascot. It looks more like a divine beast.
Poppy, Poppy, Poppy!
Oh my goodness.
え、そうなんですか。
Merenice, you know what it's saying?
一応うっすらと。自分たちは神獣でもマスコットでもないと主張している気がします。
ポピー
There's two of them. Oh my goodness. I had no clue whatsoever.
それより申し訳ございません。私たちは急ぎなのです。失礼いたしますね。
ポピポポポピポポポポ
すみません。さすがに何を言っているのか私もわからないようです。
ポピー
The mysterious creatures exchanged glances, repeatedly making the poppy sound. One of them cleared its throat, attempting to look dignified.
失礼いたしました。
Oh my goodness, it speaks. You can speak?
チューニングすれば喋れます。ポポピーとお呼びください。メレニス様。
Sama, huh? Oh my goodness.
え、私ですか。
I know. Is Merenice someone important?
我々はオトピのカラチヌのお使いです。ようやくメレニス様に追いつけました。
The Karatschinu of Patopi? You mean the mural from Crunch Canyon? It was then that I realized Topopopi resembled the souvenir carvings from the Patopi tribe. These beings, the drawings in the mural, and those carvings were all identical. And Chii's drawing?
カラチヌのお使い。使い魔や神獣のようなものですか。
もっともっと仲良ピーで素敵なものです。カラチヌは尊いご主人様なのです。人間たちは壁画を見てポポピーたちをカラチヌだと勘違いしてましたけど、違うのでピー。カラチヌは一定した姿形を持たない上位の存在。ポポピーたちよりずっとずっとすごいピーなのです。
The Popopi passionately spoke about how great the Karatschinu was. I would normally have wanted to listen, but Chii's life depended on us right now. I apologize, Popopi, but we're in a hurry.
ええ、話ならまた後ほど聞きますから。どうか先へ行かせてください。
待ってください。ポポピーたちも急ぎなのです。カラチヌの惑星が近づく夜はもう明日なのです。
So the aliens that like beamed light on Chii is the Karatschinu? That's what I'm guessing.
カラチヌの惑星。
ポポピーたちはカラチヌの星へ帰る日をずっと待っていたのです。カラチヌが空へ帰ってしまった時、
ポポピーたちははぐれてしまったのです。カラチヌの力がなければポポピーたちはお空へ帰れません。
だからポポピーたちはカラチヌと人の子がまた巡って生まれる日をずっと待っていたのです。
Is that what Merenice is?
カラチヌと人の子。
カラチヌとポトピの娘の血を引いたカラチヌの力を受け継いだこのことです。
カラチヌとポトピの娘の血を引いた子。じゃああのおとぎ話は本当にあったことなのですね。
だからポポピーはポトピ族の中からカラチヌの力を持つ子が生まれてくる日をずっと待っていました。
Is the essence his ability to read destinies?
でもいくら待ってもカラチヌの力を持つ子は生まれませんでした。ポポピーたちは1000年以上待ちました。
Over 1,000 years? Oh, you're older than Cupid.
メレニス様はようやく生まれたカラチヌの力を受け継いだ人間なのです。だから話しません。
That's how he must keep you. Well, is this gonna make him feel better now that he's what? Now that he has like divine spirit roots and not just human, is he going to feel like he can be with Lynette now? The Popopi lashed onto Merenice's leg.
カラチヌの星の王子様なのです。メレニス様、ポポピーたちと一緒にカラチヌの元へ帰りましょう。
My goodness, he's a prince.
どうかポポピーたちをカラチヌの元へ連れて行ってください、メレニス様。
He's not gonna want to go. They chittered on ceaselessly. They kept insisting that they needed Merenice's help to find the Karatschinu. In other words, their situation was as if I returned to Celestia but left Chii behind in Lost York.
ですが私にはカラチヌの元へ帰る方法がわかりません。申し訳ございません。
They're just like carrying on as if this is normal, and no one's saying, huh? What? You're a descendant of Karatschinu? What? Like, no one cares.
きっとカラチヌの力を持つというのは気のせいでしょう。
Like, even his reaction to her being a god was like, huh, okay.
気のせいじゃないです。メレニス様が壁画に触れた時にエネルギーを察知しまぴた。
間違いありません。メレニス様はポトピのカラチヌの王子様です。先祖返りなのです。
The Popopi clung to Merenice, determined not to let him go.
さあメレニス様、空へ帰りましょう。
You can't just drop everything he's doing to go help you. It's tomorrow night, right? Like, you guys have time. Simultaneously, the Popopi waved their arms, causing a blinding radiance to envelop us. Where are they going? When the light dimmed, Merenice's outfit had transformed. Oh my goodness, he's got long hair. Look at him. He looks good. There's more of them. I like that picture. I wish it was more of Merenice. I want to see his whole outfit.
え
What? I know, right?
メレニス様、さすがです。お似合いです。
これは
カラチヌの星の大気によく合う特別な衣装です。ポポピーたちでお仕立てしまぴた。
さあ、ポポピーたちと。
Now let's go. The Popopi began to tug on his sleeve, and Merenice lifted one of them. He smiled at them as if to gently reprimand them.
私をそこまで待っていてくれたのですね。ですが申し訳ございません。もう少しだけ待っていてください。今はやるべきことがあるのです。 大切な女性の悲しむ顔は見たくありませんから。
Aw, he's handling this so maturely. It's so cute. Merenice gave the Poppy a quick pat and then extended his hand to me.
さあ、リネット、カジノへ行きますよ。ちいちゃんを救うために。
Yes.
ポポピーたちも行くのです。
Is he going to keep his long hair? Because I really want his long hair to be kept.
王子をお守りするのです。
We arrived at the casino, aiming to gather funds to bid for Chii at the auction.
いらっしゃいませ。本日はどちらをやられますか？
そうですね。運任せ以外のものを。
Look at him. Look at him in his glory. If only like this could have been a thing in more than just like the last episode, because why not? We only get this for an hour and then it's done.
では、ブラックジャックやビッグシックスなどはいかがでしょう？
I was right about one of the names.
どんなルールなのですか？
おいおい、ルールもわからないようなカモが来たみたいだぜ。
新しい観光地だもの。初心者がいっぱいいて助かるわ。
The casino guest challenged Merenice, thinking that he was an easy target. Merenice was puzzled at first since he wasn't familiar with the games, but soon...
これでまた私の勝ちのようですね。
Once he got the hang of the rules, he won constantly. Lynette said that she was unsure of whether she wanted to use her divine powers to cheat at the casino, but what is she going to do? Like, they're using Merenice's abilities solely to win, so I'm not sure what divine powers that she was going to use here.
これどうなっているの？あの人ずっと勝ち続けてるじゃない。
イカ様じゃないよな。どう見てもできるような状況じゃないし。
Totally cheating. The saying, raking it in, aptly described the situation. But the thrill of gambling kept the opponents coming. There was no shortage of challengers. Casino chips were getting wagered in waves. This is amazing, but is this really okay? All I did was place my hand on Merenice's shoulder, allowing him to tap into my divine power. What's he using that for, though? I don't understand. He only needs you to see his destiny. Like, you can just look at the destinies of everyone around you and predict their hands, right? That was sufficient for Merenice to keep his winning streak regardless of the opponent or the game.
さすが王子です。パワーが桁違いなのです。
Are you guys invisible?
やっぱりすごい力なのです。カラチヌを思い出ぴます。
Papa P peeking from my leg, chattering excitedly among themselves. I guess they're not invisible. Since they followed us, we had them pose as toys. They might end up like Chii, I've discovered. Humans typically didn't believe in things like divine beasts or spirit servants. If they found any unidentified creature, they would just deal them in as cryptids.
はい、おしまいです。
ああ、ダメだ。途中までうまくいってたのに。
The dealer counted the casino chips, seeing the increasing pile, Merenice placed another bet.
Place your bet.
Oh, really?
では、次はこれで。
No more bet.
It sounds like a robot.
また彼が当たった。こりゃとんでもないぞ。
勝ちすぎててやばくない？というかこれもしかして余興かな？あの人変わった服着てるし。
I know, I'd be suspicious too.
何にせよ見物だよこりゃ。
Merenice gathered the attention of the other casino guests as he calmly watched their destinies.
次はそうきますか。では、運命を変えさせていただきます。
Sounds so confident. I think that's what he is wanting her there for, to change the fate. Merenice picked games that he had an edge in, like Baccarat, Blackjack, and Big Six. A few hours later, Merenice really made enough money for the auction price. Phew, that was nerve-wracking. The sun was setting as we exited the casino. With the winnings packed in a suitcase, we boarded a taxi arranged by the casino. The black market was our next destination.
王子、さすがなのです。
Hey, stay hidden for now.
ですが、日が暮れてしまいました。夜明けまで時間がありません。王子、ポポピーたちと。
いえ、まだです。むしろこれからが本番なのですよ。早くちーちゃんを救わなければなりません。私と彼女の大切な友達なのですから。
By the time we reached the black market, we found the auction had already begun.
それでは長寿を回るエビは500で落札。
From a venerable homard lobster to an extraterrestrial mummy, the auction showcased countless endemic items of dubious origin.
すごい人がたくさんいるのです。
Hey, I told you to stay hidden. I tried to shove the Popo P group back into my bag. This was after all the black market selling illegal things. I know, right? If another cryptid was discovered here, they'd be auctioned off in a heartbeat.
ちーちゃんはまだ出品されていないようですね。よかった。間に合いました。
We found vacant sinks and settled in. The venue's energy was at its peak.
それでは皆さん、お次は666番に参ります。
Is that cheese number 666? Like this, what, the number of Satan, I think? Or demon or something like that? A large box draped in a cloth with wheels center stage. With a flourish, the covering was yanked away.
皆様お待ちかね。ユーマのちーちゃんがついに出品です。
チーチーチー
Chii!
おお、素晴らしい。本当に動いているぞ。
角もあるし羽もある。正直新種のヤギじゃないかと疑っていたが、こりゃ正真正銘本物のユーマだな。
If only they still believed he was just a new kind of goat.
それでは最初は5000から。
Yeah, I thought it was starting at 2 million. Maybe Merenice saw it escalating to 2 million.
5500。
7000 9000
The numbers are skyrocketing.
ええ、そうですね。ですが、運命は確定しています。
Yep, it's gonna go all the way to 2 million. Just wait.
彼らがあの値段を出すまでは、運命を変えてはなりません。待ちましょう。
Merenice clenched his fist, eyes fixed on Chii. He was just as eager to rescue Chii. That much was clear from his expression.
時が来ました。どうか手を。
Of course. Our fingers interlocked, and the Alien Research Society members shouted almost in unison.
200万我々は200万出します。
I know you have to bid more than that now.
200万200万が出ました。他の方いかがですか？
No one else placed a bid. This was the original destiny. With our hands still intertwined, we both rose.
250万でどうですか
？250万。今度は250万です。他の方はどうですか？
どうする？これ以上は無理だ。これは我々が用意した最高額だぞ。
仕方ない。エリア52に支援を頼もう。
Area 52.
今連絡している。だがつい最近援助を頼んだばかりだからな。そもそも返事はあるかどうか。
250万他にいませんか？
An uproar lasted for some time, but in the end, no one outbid the 2.5 million.
これではちーちゃんは250万250万で落札です。
Oh my goodness. This guy sounds like Bob Martrizzo. Hooray!
よかった。
He successfully bought back Chii at the auction, which meant he had changed fate. Yay. You should have shot someone though, it would have been much more entertaining. After the auction ended, we paid and received the key to Chii's cage.
Chii!
I know, man, he's been traumatized. How'd you even get the cage home? Isn't it still like electrified? As I unlocked the cage, Chii looked into my arms, tears streaming down his face. Chii.
よかった。無事で。
This is supposed to be called Gods Revealed, but don't tell me Merenice is the quote god. Please tell me that Chii gets revealed as a god. Like, I really want to see it.
Chii! Chii!
She held on to me tightly as if promising never to be separated again. Don't worry, Chii.
Chii!
He's so traumatized.
Poppy!
Are they scared of him? The Poppy who had been hiding behind my bag jumped out. In my bag. Oh right, I remembered the promise we made to the Poppy.
Chii?
He's like, what is that?
Poppy?
It's like two dogs meeting for the first time. They're like, huh? There's a stranger in here.
Chii! 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 Chii!
She's the alpha in this house. He gestured with his front paws at the Poppy, seemingly blaming them. I know, right? They're the ones that beamed you, right?
え？もしかして、ちーちゃんの姿が見えるようになってしまった原因のビームは、彼らが出したのですか？
He drew this for you and everything.
Chii!
Really?
それよりその毛玉はメレニス様のお友達だったのです。
Chii! Chii!
Is that true?
彼はちーちゃんというのですよ。私の友達です。でも、どうしてちーちゃんを実体化させたのですか？
The answer to Merenice's question came from the corner of the room.
それはポポピーたちが間違えて撃ってしまったからなのです。
Huh?
え？
He turned towards the voice of another Poppy emerging from the shadows.
あなたたちは。
I know, they're multiplying. Suddenly, many more Poppy appeared, leaving me wondering where they had been hiding.
いつの間にここに。全く気づきませんでした。
隠れておりまピタ。
So what's this about a beam being fired accidentally?
ポポピーたちは目から出すビームでカラチヌを実体化させられるのです。
What? Laser beams from your eyes? I know, right? Like, what the heck?
それがカラチヌのお使いであるポポピーたちの力です。
To materialize Karatschinu, like, I don't understand.
なるほど。姿形を持たないカラチヌが人とお話しするときはポポピーたちの力が必要なのですね。
Okay, actual Karatschinus? I guess that makes sense.
そうなのです。その力はポポピーたち自身には使えないのですが。
おかげでポポピーは人間たちに捕まってとある場所に閉じ込められていたのです。
でも王子様が目覚めたと他のポポピーからのテレパスで連絡を受けたので一致団結して逃げてきたのです。
あなた方はテレパスで連絡が取れるのですか？
はい、だから王子の目覚めは全ポポピーが知っております。
それでポポピーたちは王子の元へと急いでいたのですが、ちーちゃんさんとぶつかってしまって。
妙な存在だ、何者だと言われて驚いて撃ってしまったのです。
He started calling them weird names. She's trying to communicate with them. She's a fraidy cat. Why would she talk to them? That's what happened. The more I thought about it, the more what the Popo said it seemed odd to me. I know, right? Popo, you can understand what she says.
はい。
I never imagined anyone could understand Chii's sounds, but then again, these Popo aren't human either.
そうだったのですね。ちーちゃん、彼らは精霊のお使い、カラチヌのお友達のポポピーですよ。
Chii?
Chii, do you know what the spirits actually are?
Chii?
Question mark. She tilted his head, looking confused. He probably didn't understand. The divine beast and servants of the spirits. If Chii didn't know about them, perhaps they were similar but ultimately different types of beings.
Chii! Chii, 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 Chii!
そうなのですか？わかりまピタ。
What did he say? Huh? Was that a conversation? Chii and the Popo began communicating. Suddenly, the eyes of the Popo gleamed. Oh my goodness.
Chii!
What are they doing? And the beam hit Chii.
あ、ちーちゃんが消えてしまいました。
Oh, I got my hopes up. I thought he was changing. No, he's right here.
Chii!
実体化しているとお家に帰れないというので元に戻しておきました。
Well, there you go. That's why he couldn't ascend to Celestia. Because he was invisible. Oh my goodness.
Chii!
Oh, I get it. He can't return to Celestia if he's visible to humans. One probably meant Celestia for Chii. The conditions for both divine beasts and gods seem to be the same. I looked up and noticed Merenice frowning, confused.
深海?
Aww. It's the realm where gods and divine beasts live. Normally humans can't see us.
なるほど。だから今ので元のようにドーナツ越しにしか見えない姿になったのですね。
Merenice looked through the donut, and just like the last time, he focused on Chii.
こうして触れなくなってしまったのは少し寂しいですが、さっきのままではまた捕まってしまいますものね。
What's he doing?
Chii! Chii, Chii, Chii!
Suddenly, Chii began whirling around frantically. Huh? What's wrong, Chii?
Chii, 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 Chii!
You have the Celestia music.
運命が変わったのでゼウスは怒るに決まっている。深海に戻らなければと言っているようです。
He's gotta go confront him as Jupiter.
深海に戻られるのですか？
Chii! Chii!
Huh? You can go back by yourself, Chii.
Chii!
He nodded confidently and began glowing. Chii then soared through the skylight. Dang it. I really wanted him to change. A loud bang resonated from outside. What was that? Chii, I've never heard that noise before. Is he okay? I rushed out to stick my head out the window, but Chii was already gone. Long gone. He's gone.
深海に帰ったのですね。最後、
Mhm.
一瞬人のような姿が見えた気がしましたが。
Definitely not your imagination.
それよりメルニス様、急いでください。
No, you can't separate them.
ポポピーたちと 一緒に来てください。
Now it's they want him to go. He was worried about her leaving, and now he's got to make a decision. Oh. Hesitation flickered in Merenice's eyes. He glanced at the Poppy, then at me.
私は
レビンさんいますか？
Who's this man?
FBI です。あなたの保護に来ました。
Protective custody? What? What is going on? The eye. We frowned at each other, confused, then both looked out the window to see completely unexpected visitors.
何か妙な気がしますね。
No, right? Merenice picked up a donut from the table and looked through its hole. His expression changed to one of surprise almost immediately.
あれは FBI などではありません。エリア52の調査員です。
Come to steal Chii. Area 52.
ポポピーたちが閉じ込められていた場所です。
What?
エリア52って確か宇宙人を研究していると言われている場所ですよね。どうしてポポピーたちが？
Because they think they're aliens.
ポポピーたちは空から来たカラチヌのお使いです。なのに宇宙人のペットだなんて不名誉な呼び方をされていたのです。
本当にひどいです。カラチヌを宇宙人と呼ぶなんて。
Aliens. First, that came from a different planet. Humans probably interpreted that as an alien from outer space. We also came from the sky. Much like gods descending, celestial beings or spirits from another realm might appear alien to humans. In the same way, they thought of Chii as a cryptid. Are they here for the Poppy?
いえ、どうやら私が狙いのようです。
Because you're the one that bought Chii.
メレニス様が？
カジノで目立ちすぎてしまったようです。
Yes.
エスパーだと思われ捕まえに来たようですね。
What? This route just gets crazier, man. ESP. I know.
どちらにせよ彼らに踏み込まれたらポポピーもあなたも危険です。窓から逃げましょう。
The window, but how? I grappled with my disbelief while Merenice began digging through an old box.
大丈夫です。子供の頃トウモロコシ畑へ行った時に使った縄ばしごが取ってありますから。
You know, Cupid has wings. Why don't you guys just fly? Like, she showed her angel. She showed her god form in Jupiter's route, along with Jupiter, all the Parasite 5. And they had wings. Why can't she just fly out? I don't understand. I remember that cornfield was where Merenice found his gift.
メレニス様、トウモロコシ畑に行かれたのですか？
ええ、ミステリーサークルを見に行ったのです。
ミステリーサークルはカラチヌが残した印です。きっとそれはメレニス様へのメッセージですよ。
トウモロコシはカラチヌが地球にもたらした聖なる食べ物で燃料となる穀物ですから、儀式にもよく使われるのです。
きっとカラチヌはポポピーとメレニス様を待っているのです。
レビンさん、反応がないな。仕方ないか。
Sound of the door breaking open reached us from below.
随分と荒っぽい人のようですね。
We'll know if they're breaking in your home. You need to escape now.
待ってください。新手が来たようです。揉めていますね。
What now?
あんたらは引っ込んでな。あの金づるは俺らがいただく。
Gang one.
待て、そんなことをすれば世界が。
Guns? Oh my goodness.
どうやら ギャングが来たようです。
I don't understand. Like, can we just go back to being normal and have a normal conversation? Like, it's 40 minutes into recording and we don't even know what's going to happen between these two yet. Gangsters.
とにかく今のうちに裏から逃げましょう。行きますよ。
He's got Area 52 and gangsters after him now. And he's a prince of a spiritual being, and she's a god, and they're running from humans. Like, I don't understand. We descended the rope ladder and reached the garage. Inside the dimly lit garage, we took cover in a car, but these weren't the types of pursuers to be easily evaded.
おい、いたか。家にはいねえ。ガレージを見るぞ。
Oh no, if he's captured. They captured him, they likely detained him, much like the Popopi who claimed they had fled here. I won't let that happen. If necessary, I'll use my divine powers to protect him. I touched my necklace, ready for whatever came our way. About time. Oh my goodness. The golden arrow induces Levin on its target. With this power, I believe we could escape any danger.
鍵はこうして。
You guys gonna drive away? The sound of the garage door being forced open interrupted me, and the gangster stepped in. At the same time, the car we were in roared to life.
では行きますよ。
Ah, but the garage door.
開け方がわかりません。
I can't figure out how to open it. I'm gonna break it down. Oh my goodness. Merenice hit the gas without a second thought. The already damaged garage door was blasted open by the car's force. The intruding gangster narrowly jumped aside to avoid being hit. He sped off, trying to escape, but our pursuers were relentless.
いたぞ。私たちも追うぞ。
I know, like, this is like against the law. You could be charged by breaking and entering. The investigators of Area 52 also saw us, which led to another barrage of gunfire.
お前たち撃つな。怪我させずに捕獲しろとの命令だ。
メレニス・レビン、止まれ。 CIA だ。
Now they're the CIA.
止まれ。抵抗をするな。
Why are there so many of them?
飛ばしますよ。しっかり捕まっていてください。
Where are they gonna go? We drove as far as 7th Avenue, then ditched the car because of how much it stood out. But our list of pursuers only grew. Oh my goodness. There were gangsters, the CIA, the investigators from Area 52. All of them seemed tied to Merenice's destiny. It made sense that after drawing so much attention at the casino, we'd be pursued. I regretted not realizing this sooner.
待ってください。あちらでも待ち伏せされているようです。
What do we do?
あの通行人の運命を見る限り、右の道からギャングが来るようです。一旦路地裏に隠れますよ。
We never go into the back alley. He ducked into a nearby alley and spotted several men in black around the corner.
くそ、あいつらどこに行った。なんとしてでも捕らえるぞ。あいつがいりゃ大金持ちだ。ボスも大喜びなさるはずだ。
悪い人たちがいっぱいなのです。
Luckily, they passed by without spotting us. However, we weren't safe just yet. We were up against the likes of the CIA. They could lock down Lost York to make it impossible for us to leave.
まさかこんな事態になるとは思いませんでした。なんとか皆さんだけでも逃がさなければ。私がおとりとなります。その間に。
No, they're after you. You need to run, Merenice.
メレニス様、やはりポポピーたちと一緒に行きましょ
う。ですが。
大丈夫です。カラチヌの星は安全です。 カラチヌはメレニス様と同じ力を持っていますから。
え？
That was the first time I had seen Merenice freeze like that. His eyes went distant.
私と同じ力を。
はい。ですが、ポポピーたちがカラチヌの星へ行くにはメレニス様の力がないとダメなのです。
ポポピーたちがカラチヌの星へ行くために作った船はカラチヌの力がないと動かないのです。
でもちゃんとメレニス様が乗れるような船を作ってあります。長い船旅でもバッチリなのです。
だからお願いします。メレニス様、ポポピーたちと一緒に来てください。カラチヌの力が必要なのです。
私は。
何より彼らに捕まったら大変です。実験されてしまうのです。ポポピーみたいに。
だから急いでこの星から逃げるのです。ポポピーたちは船の起動準備をしておきます。
メレニス様もすぐに来てください。ここがカラチヌの星へ行く船のある場所です。待ってますから。
Popo P handed Merenice the map. I was shocked by what I saw. This is...
まさかベッドールタワーですか？
The map displayed the Lost York landmark, the place where I first met Merenice.
はい、これがポポピーたちの作ったカラチヌの星へ行く宇宙船なのです。
The whole tower is the spaceship. Spaceship? Wait, the Karatschinu is in outer space?
カラチヌの星は遠い遠い星なのです。だから宇宙船でしか行けないのです。
I could use my divine artifact to teleport to Celestia. I assumed they had a similar method, but they had to physically voyage there.
この一番上でお待ちしております。起動準備をしておきますから。
Well, that's the end, because this is the best ending. Oh my goodness. It's funny, because I was like, the last choice would probably take the entirety of an hour, and it's pretty close. It's 50 minutes recording, 45 cut down, so yep, almost there. Anyway, it leaves off in a really weird spot. Like it's not the end, which I guess it makes sense because there's still the ending left, and I guess 9 Rip does this too. But well, no, even in 9 Rip, like she goes home or she dies, one or the other, before the ending happens. But anyway, I don't know. I wish this episode was different. Like, he says that he loves Lynette. Lynette hasn't said anything about returning his feelings whatsoever. She's just sad at the thought of leaving him. And they have, like, these random intimate moments with each other that she's not even sure if it means anything to her. I can't say that I'm a really big fan of this route. Like, there's not very many routes that I dislike. I think Merenice is one that I just dislike in general. But maybe the ending will appease me somewhat. I don't know. I'm just not a fan. Not a fan of the whole thing. Him being a descendant, a prince of a divine being. Sure, I mean, whatever, it's fine. The fact that they don't rely on these powers to save them kind of irritates me. And then they're just mixing in, like, the servants of these. Like, for me, I was having a hard time grasping what Karatschinu were. They're formless beings, so they're spirits, essentially. And the Popopi give them a body, essentially. They give them a physical form. That's what I'm looking for. But the whole thing is just kind of, it's, like, not necessary. I don't know. These little creatures having to need return to the planet. like didn't have to be in this at all. I just feels like they're adding too much into this route, and there's no clear focus on what it is essentially. Like going to the casino, raising the money, saving Chii should have that's where it should have ended. If the people want to chase them, sure, the people chase them. They cause trouble at the casino by raising too much money or getting too much money. Sure, whatever. Like Cupid could have just shot them with arrows and that could have ended, but that's what she was going to do anyway. Like this is the longest a conflict has lasted in this game in general. Like, I'm always disappointed about how short conflict is. This one has just lasted too long. Like Cupid with Alexander, and she just shot him with an arrow. She reversed Rao from Alexander back to Rao. Like that ended way too short. The conflict with Zeus, where they did, fire powers combined, the Captain Planet thing, and shot him with the power of love, all 6 love types. That ended way too soon. Like that was good. This is just strange. I don't know what to think about it. Anyway, that's enough rambling for me. If you guys did enjoy, drop a like down below and or subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.